Do you want to make money just by creating a listing website? If yes, then keep watching this video. Hey guys, Rana here, and today we are gonna see how to create a listing website, or you can say multi-purpose classified website, car directory website, hotel listing website, or any kind of classified website, guys. With this listing website, you can make money with paid listing, claim listing, featured listing, and there are few other ways to monetize your website and make money with this listing website. So just keep watching this video and you will learn how to make money with this listing website. So before we get started, don't forget to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this one. And let's look at what kind of website that we are going to create in this video. Alright guys, so this is the website that we are going to create in this video. If you look at the top header section, here you can see we have the logo area and we have the menu section over here. You can see we have drop down menu as well. And we have the vendor page and we have the listing page as well. If you go to the listing page, you can see we got all the listing over here. And moreover, you can see we have the Google map over here. You can set up a Google map on your website so that people can narrow down the listing using the Google map as well. If you look at this section right here, you can see we have the all categories on this website. This is a dummy website. I haven't added more categories over here. You can see we have the real estate, we have the furniture category. If you select furniture, click filter, and here you can see we have subcategory as well under the furniture, and you can see we have some listing over here as well. These are the dummy listing, guys. Don't worry about it. And most important thing, guys, your visitor can narrow down the listing using this attribute. We have price range. If you go with kids furniture, click filter, and you can see we got another attribute, which is condition. Your visitor can narrow down using the condition attribute like used item or price range, and then click on filter. This way they can narrow down the listing. With this price range and this condition, there is no listing over here. Okay. So this is how the system works. I've used many listing themes, but I've never seen this kind of feature in any of them. But in this free website, you will get an advanced feature just for free, and you will be amazed once you understand how this system works. This is just a beginning. I'm just reviewing right now. When you learn things, how to create a website in the other parts of this video, you will be amazed just watching that part of this video. Let's go back to home. And next you can see we have background image over here. You can replace this image with your own image, and we have some text over here. And below that you can see we have the keyword and location search field. Your visitor can narrow down just by typing a keyword or just by typing a location. And then they have to simply click on search, and then all the listing will appear depending on their keywords and location. If you scroll down, you can see we have the top category section. Here you can see I have added 4 categories over here: real estate, furniture, services, for sale. You can add as many categories as you want. Below that you can see we have the recent listing section. Where you can see we have different types of listing over here. We have the verified listing, we have simple listing as well, and we have claim listing, and we have some other types of listing as well. Bottom of this website, or the footer section of this website, you can see we have this list that logo and some text, and we have listing section, we have blog section, and we have social section. And right below that we have terms of use and privacy policy page. This is just a front look of this website. Now let me show you the feature of this website. With this free website, you can make money by paid listing, claim listing, booking listing, and featured listing. And there are few other ways to monetize your website. In a paid listing, you are simply creating some packages like free plan, premium plan, and ultimate plan, and so on and so forth. You can charge from your visitor or a lister who add a listing on your website just by enabling a paid listing on your website. You will find out what I mean by that when you watch that section in this video. Next, you can make money with this free website just by adding a claim listing. In a claim listing, when someone claim a list for other person listing, you will get paid. Okay. And next you will learn how to make money with this free listing website. And next you can make money with this free listing website just by adding featuring listing. When your visitor or a user asks you to add their listing under featured listing, you will get paid because they have to pay some money in order to get their listing under featured listing. Okay, so this is the another way to make money with this free website. And this is not just a listing website, it is going to be a multi-purpose website that can be used to create classified website, car directory, travel directory, restaurant directory, and so on. There is no limit for that. So what are you waiting for? Don't you want to make money with this free website? If yes, let's get started with our first part of this video. Okay, to create any website, whether it's listing website or micro job website or e-commerce or blog or any kind of website, there are two requirements: web hosting and domain name. Web hosting is a place where all your website file will be stored. It's like a server that runs 24/7. It will store all your website files, media, each and everything will be stored in this server. And the domain name is your website name, like google.com, amazon.com, 𝗀𝗃𝗃.com. These are the domain names. So we need hosting and domain name. To get this, open up any web browser that you have in your computer and type this URL and press enter. And you will land on Hostinger website. So guys, on this website, click on hosting and then click on web hosting. Now scroll down. Now you can see Hostinger has three types of plan: single web hosting, premium web hosting, and business web hosting. Now you have to choose one of them according to your requirement. If you are planning to create only one website, you can go with single web hosting. With this web hosting, you can create only one website, but you won't get any domain name with this plan. If you need a domain name, you have to go with premium web hosting. If you go with premium web hosting, you will get free SSL as well as a free domain name. To get a web hosting plan, you have to click on Add to Cart button. So here you have to choose the billing cycle. Higher you go, more the discount you will get. I'm going to select 12 month, which is more than enough to get started. Now scroll down. Here, just type in your email and select your payment method, PayPal. Scroll down, and this is the important step, guys. If you need more discount, just click over here. I have a coupon code, and here just type this code and then click on this plus button. Now you can see you get more discount, and finally click on Submit Secure Payment. So guys, here you have to pay this amount to get this web hosting. Okay, click on this button, PayPal checkout, log in with your PayPal. Once you complete the payment, you will get your web hosting. Okay, since I already have business web hosting, I'm not gonna buy it again. Okay, once you get your web hosting, in the next page, Hostinger asks you to claim your domain name. Type your domain name or your business name and then proceed further. In the next step, it will ask you to activate a SSL certificate on your domain name. Activate the SSL certificate on your domain name, and that's pretty much it. Once you activate your SSL certificate, once you claim your domain, now let me show you how you can install WordPress. I'm going to close this out and I'm going to log in into my Hostinger account. Okay, as you can see, I've just logged in into my Hostinger account. You can see I have business web hosting. Now I'm going to click on manage. So this is a dashboard of Hostinger where you can manage all your website. First, you have to select your domain name. If you have many domains, you can select by going to this drop down button. In your case, if you're just getting started, you may have only one domain, which would be selected automatically. If you have multiple domains, go ahead, select your domain and then scroll down, go to this section which says website. Under the website section, click on auto installer. Here, you have to select WordPress. If you do not know what is WordPress, WordPress is a script that allows you to create website without having a knowledge of complicated coding. So go ahead, select WordPress. New pop-up window will appear. And here, type your website name, type your administrator email, which is already there, type your administrator username and password. And remember this information, guys, that allow you to log in into your WordPress dashboard every time when you need to make changes on your website. So remember this information. type your username and password, list that, and type your password, and then click on this advanced button. So guys, here you still have option to select your domain name. I'm going to this drop down button, select your domain name, and then you don't have to do anything, just click on next. So guys, here simply click on install button and your WordPress will be installed in a few seconds. Okay, so WordPress has been installed successfully. All you have to do, click on this button, edit website. Okay, so now click on this button, dashboard. Alright guys, so you can see this is the WordPress dashboard looks like. So guys, from here you can start building your website. If you want to log in into this dashboard once again, let me show you how you can do it. First of all, let's log out by hovering your mouse over here, click on logout. Let's quickly log in. Type your username and type your password that we just created and then click on login. Okay, so we log back in. Let's dismiss this notice. Now first thing first, let's hover your mouse over plugins and click on install plugins. First of all, we are going to remove all these useless plugins. Okay, to do it, let's check this box to select all of them. Now go to this bulk action drop down button and select deactivate and then click on apply. Again, check this box to select all of them. Go to this bulk action drop down menu and select delete and click apply. Click OK. It will delete all your plugins. Then hover your mouse over appearance and then click on themes. Now we are going to remove useless themes. Okay, to do it, select the theme, click on delete, click OK. And let's delete this one as well. Click delete, click OK. Okay, so we have only one theme, 2022 theme. Now let's go to the dashboard. Okay, so this is the back end. Let's look at the front end of your website. Let's have your mouse over here. Click on visit site, right click, open link a new tab. So this is the front end of your website. This is a default website. And of course, this is a 2022 theme, which looks boring. There is no content here. We have only one post by default, hello world. Let's close this one. Let's close this tab as well. Alright guys, so now let's start building our website further. But before that, let's look at the essential settings of WordPress. Let's hover your mouse over settings and then click on general. So guys, here you can type your site title, which is already there. Let's make this letter capital. Tagline, type your website tagline here. Next, skip this to section, which is fine. And next, in the administration email address, make sure you type your real email address, guys, because whatever happens to your website, you will get notified by email at this email address. Next, check this box. Anyone can register on your website. Very important, because this is a listing website. So you are allowing customer to create an account on your website. To do it, you have to check this box. Next, skip everything. Go straight to the time zone. Select your time zone. I'm from India. I'm going to select my time zone. Below you have date and time format, which is fine for me. Finally, when you make changes, don't forget to click on save changes to keep your changes saved. Okay, let's go to writings. On this page, you don't have to do anything. Just skip this tab. Let's go to the reading tab. And again, you don't have to change anything over here as well. Let's go to the discussion. So guys, here, these are the self-explanatory guys. Just read the line and enable the feature if you want. Otherwise, you can disable it. Okay. User must be registered and logged in into comment. I like this option, so I'm going to check this one. Finally, scroll down and click on save changes and then go to media. You don't have to change anything over here as well. Let's go to the permalinks. Very important settings, guys. So guys, make sure check the post name under the common settings if you want your website to be SEO friendly. Okay. Once you do it, don't forget to click on save changes. Let's go to the privacy. So guys, here you have to select your privacy policy page. By default, it is already there, but this is a dummy or sample privacy policy page. All you have to do, you have to remove this privacy policy page because this is a sample page and create your own privacy policy page by going to pages and click on Add New. When you click on Add New, here, this is a Gutenberg editor, guys, because right now this is a WordPress 6.0. In this version of WordPress, they introduce us with Gutenberg editor. Okay, so guys, here you have to type your title, which is privacy policy. That would be privacy policy, of course. And below you have to type the privacy policy description, which would be a long privacy policy of your business. Once you do it, click on publish and publish this page. Once you do it, close this out, come back to this page, refresh it, and select your own privacy policy, and then click on use this page. That way, you can use your own privacy policy for your business or your website. Okay, so this is the essential settings of WordPress. Let's move with the next step. Okay, now let's give our website a brand new look. It would be look exactly like a demo website, like you have seen earlier in this video, like you have seen earlier in the video, like you have seen earlier in this video. First of all, we are going to install a theme. To do it, hover your mouse over appearance and then click on themes. Here, click on add new, come over here and search for listing Hive and install this theme. Hover your mouse over here, click on install, or you can download this theme by going to the description box of this video as well. In that way, you have to upload that zip file by clicking on upload theme button. Okay, click over here. When you download a theme file, just drag and drop your theme file and click on install now. That would be exactly the same thing, but this is the easiest way. Okay, once you install the theme, don't forget to click on activate. Okay, once you activate the theme, next thing you have to do, you have to install the plugins that comes with this theme. So install this plugin, HivePress. Let's click on begin installing plugin. It will take you to this page. Here, click on install button. It will install HivePress plugin for you guys. Now let's click on return to required plugins installer. This time you have to activate this. Click on activate. Okay, so plugin has been activated successfully. Let's go to the dashboard. Alright guys, let's visit your site. So as you can see, now your website design has changed, but still it looks boring. There is no content here. Let's make it professional, just like a demo website. Let's close this one. Now let's move with the next step. In this step, we are going to import a demo content. To do it, go to the description box of this video and click on download demo content. It will take you to my website. From there, click on the download button to download the listing Hive demo content. Once you download the content, once you download the demo content, it will be a zip file. Just like this one, all you have to do, you have to extract this. Once you extract this file, you will get this folder. Inside this folder, you will get 3 files. So now let me show you how you can use this file to import a demo content. First of all, come back to the backend of your WordPress website and hover your mouse over plugins and click on add new. And come over here, search for demo import and install this one and then click on activate. Once you activate this plugin, let's hover your mouse over appearance and then click on import demo data. Now scroll down. Here you have to manually import these files to import a demo content. First, you have to upload a XML file. Let's click on select file, select XML file, click open, and then import VIE file and DAT file. So let me quickly select these files. Once you do it, click on continue and import and wait for a few minutes. It will import all dummy content into your website. Your dummy content has been successfully imported. Let's visit your site. Let's have your mouse over here and click on visit site. Okay, so you can see we have successfully imported the demo content. If you scroll down, you can see we got each and everything on our website. Let's close this tab. Let's go to the dashboard. And now let's move to the next step. In this step, we are going to look at the HivePress setting. Let's hover your mouse over HivePress and then click on settings. So here you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 tabs here. Before we look at these settings, let's import some extensions to extend the core functionality of our website. To do it, let's click on extensions under the HivePress. Here you can see HivePress provides us different types of extensions for different types of functionalities. If you buy all these extensions, you will get 50% off, which is awesome, guys. There are different types of extensions for different types of functionality, guys, like membership, booking, marketplace, so on and so forth. But in this video, we are creating a free website, so we will work with only free extensions. Let's scroll down, and here you can see we have claim listing, favorites, geolocation, messages, paid listing, and reviews. Each and everything are free. Let's quickly install these extensions by clicking on install button. Click on activate. Let's go back to that page by hovering your mouse over HivePress and click on extensions. Scroll down. So I'm going to quickly install these extensions and I'll come back once I install all the free extensions.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, so you can see I've successfully installed all these extensions like claim listing, favorite, geolocation, messages, paid listing, reviews. And don't worry, I'll show you these extension functionality, how you can use these extensions to increase the core functionality of your website, which is coming up next. Go to HivePress settings under the HivePress. So now you can see we have more tabs over here. We have listing, claims, reviews, vendor, user, messages, geolocation, and integration. Let's look at the listing tab. First, we have the display. Under the display, we have the listing page, which is optional. By default, we have selected the listing. If you don't have listing page, you have to create a new one by going to the pages, add new, and from there, just type the title listing. That's it. And come back to this page, refresh the page, and select your listing page. Next, we have the listing page display category instead of listing. If you like this option, you can go with that way. This is just how do you like to display things on your website. It's all up to you. Next, we have the regular listing per pages, feature listing per pages. You can increase or decrease the number just like it. Okay. Next, we have the title, which is optional. Image, you can enable zoom on images by checking this box. I don't really like it. Under the search bar, how you like to search on your website just by typing the keyword, which is great. You don't have to change anything. Next, we have the submission terms page. If you don't have submission terms page, you can create a new one. Like I mentioned earlier, going to pages, add new, create a submission page, come back to this page, refresh it, select your submission terms page. Okay, next we have the submission, allow submitting a new listing. You can check this one. If you don't want your visitor to submit a new listing on your website, uncheck this option. In that way, no one able to submit a new listing on your website. Next, we have the moderation. You can manually approve a new listing or not just by depending on this checkbox. It's depending on this checkbox. Okay. Reporting, allow reporting listing. If there is a bad listing, anyone can report on that listing. Okay. Very important. Expiration. Here you can add the expiration period of the listing, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, whatever you feel like. Okay, I'm not going to do it. Storage period, again, which is optional. If you want to add that, go ahead, add the storage period as well. Next, we have the featuring, which we'll look at in a moment. Let's skip that part. Featuring period, again, we'll look at this section later on, but right now, anyways, next we have the packages. Free package, allow multiple free package. If you want to do it, you can check this box. Okay, but I'm not gonna do it. Once you make any changes, don't forget to click on save changes. Next, we have the claims tab. Here guys, we will look at this tab later on, where I'll show you how you can monetize your website with claim listing. Okay, so I'm gonna skip this part. Let's look at the reviews. So guys, here submission, we have the allow submitting multiple reviews. If you feel like it should be enabled, go ahead, enable that. It's all up to you because this is a self-explanatory. Moderation, manually approve new reviews. Very important guys, always use this option. Do not set it to automatically. If you uncheck this, this would be set to automatically. Okay. Replies, allow replies to reviews. You can do that as well. This is very useful option. Once you make any changes, don't forget to click on save changes. Next, we have the vendors tab. Vendors is a user or the lister who list on your website. when someone visits on your website, that person will be a vendor. Okay. Under the display, we have the display vendors on front end. This is that you're looking at. This is the back end, and this is the front end, guys. This is the front end. Okay. Vendors page. Select the vendor page. Right now we don't have vendor page. Go to pages, create a new page. Once you create a new page for vendor, come back to this section, refresh it, select the vendor page. Right now this is optional. Next we have the vendor per page. How many vendors you want to display on per page. Right now it is set to 10. You can increase or decrease the number from this section. Okay. Display name, which is optional. You can change it if you want. Next we have the search. Under the search we have the default field, keyword, which is absolutely fine. Registration, allow direct registration. You can enable this option if you want. I like this option, so I'm gonna keep it checked. Once you make any changes, don't forget to click on Save Changes, guys, as always. Let's go to the Users tab. Display name, first name, last name, whatever you feel like. I would go with first name. Next we have the registration terms page. If you have one, go ahead, select that. Right now I don't have terms page for registration policy. Okay. If your website have registration terms page, go ahead, select that. Okay. If you don't have or you want to create one, go to pages, add new, and create your own terms page, guys. Next we have the registration. Allow user registration, which is very important. Username, generate username from the email address. If you want to go that way, you can check this option. Otherwise your visitor can create their own username by themselves if you uncheck this option. Okay. But I like to keep it checked. Email, required email address verification. When someone visits on your site or register on your website, if you want them to send a verification email to verify their email, then check this option. Very important. It will prevent spamming on your website. So make sure you check this option. Security, restrict access to WordPress backend. Very important, guys. Do not uncheck this option anyhow. Okay. Once you make any changes, don't forget to click on Save Changes. Next, messages. Sending attachment, allow file attachments. You can allow file attachment if you want. Allow file types. You can select what type of file you want to allow. If you do not select any file, it will be all type of file. Blocked keywords. You can add here block keyword like abusing keywords, guys. If you want to add that, go ahead, add blocked keywords. Okay. Next, we have the storage. Store messages in database, which is good option. You can storage period expiry. You can add that over here, 1 or 3 or 4 days, whatever you feel like. Once you make any changes, don't forget to click on Save Changes. Next, we have the geolocation. In the geolocation, we have the content type, which is listing. Next, we have the map provider, Google Map, or you can add map box. I recommend you to go with Google Maps, which is super easy to use. Next, we have the countries, which is optional. You can add the countries if you want. If you do not add anything, it will be all countries. Next, you can see we have the zoom and radius. You can increase or decrease the number of zoom or radius. Next, we have these checkbox. Use mile instead of kilometers. Allow users to change radius. Generate region from the location. Hide the exact address. These are the self-explanatory. It's all up to you guys. If you want to enable these options, you can check this box. Otherwise, leave it as it is. Once you make any changes, don't forget to click on Save Changes. Next, we have the integration. So guys, over here, if you would like to integrate with reCAPTCHA, you have to add the site key, secret key, or protected forms. Okay. Next, we have the Google Maps. If you want to enable Google Maps on your website, you have to add API key and secret key. If you want to know how to add a Google Maps on your website, you can check out my other video. You will find that video link in the video description as well as over here. Okay, in the cart button. If you go with Mapbox, you have to add API key of your Mapbox. Otherwise, you can leave it as it is. We have a HivePress store. Uses tracking. You can use this option if you like to track your users of your website. Next, we have the license key. You can add the license key if you have one. Otherwise, you can leave it as it is. This is a free website. You don't need to add a license key. Alright guys, once you make any changes, don't forget to click on Save Changes, guys. Great, awesome. Next, you can see we have the template option. You can create a template for your website. Next, we have the themes. So guys, here, don't forget to check out these awesome theme, guys. If you like to create a professional looking website like 𝗃_𝗁𝗲, Rental Hive, or Job Hive, these are the awesome themes that you should check, obviously, if you are serious about making a professional looking website. Of course, don't forget to check out these extensions as well, guys. Like I mentioned earlier, these extensions are very powerful extensions to increase the core functionality of your website. Anyways, we are done here. Let's go to the dashboard. Alright guys, so now let's look at how you can add a listing on your website. But before you add a listing on your website or someone add a listing on your website, you have to do something on your website so that there wouldn't be any kind of problem or your visitor won't face any trouble to add a listing on your website. You will find out what I mean by that in a few moments. But before that, let's hover your mouse over listing and click on listing. So guys, here, these are the dummy listing, guys. You have to remove these one by checking this box. Go to the bulk action drop down menu, select on move to trash and click apply, and all these dummy listing will be removed from your website. Right now I'm gonna leave it as it is just for demonstration purposes because this is a tutorial video, guys, to show you how you can do it. In the initial part of your website listing, you have to add listing by yourself. No one going to add a listing on your website in the beginning. It will be you who will add a listing on your website in the very beginning. Okay, to do it, you can either go to your backend and then go to listing, add new, click on add new, and from here you can add a title of your listing like create WordPress website for $50. Below that you can add a description, something like that, and then from here you have to select the vendor. By default it would be you, the vendor. Okay, if your website has different types of vendor means a visitor or user who would add the listing on your website, that is known as vendor. Okay, you can mark this listing as verified, featured. We'll take a look at these features later on in this video, but right now you can come over here, you can add a category. Right now there is for sale, real estate, or services category. You can add your own category if you want, like WordPress. Okay, click on add category. You can add this listing to the category that you use. Okay, once you add this listing to the category, next you have the image. Go and select the image. I'm going to select this one. Once you select the image, scroll up and click publish. And next you can see we have the attribute, but you don't have any attribute yet. Click OK, click publish. There we go. Let's view this listing. Alright guys, so you can see we got the listing over here. If you go to listing Hive, or let's go to the listing tab. So guys, here you can see we got a new listing on our website. In the left side you can see this Google map isn't working properly just because of we haven't added any API key or secret key on our website. So don't forget to set up your Google map just watching my other video. Again, you can find that video link down below the video description. Okay, let's close this one. So this is the one way to add a listing on your website. But before you create any listing, you have to create categories, attributes. Let's go to the categories first. So guys, here you can see we have created this WordPress category. Now let's create a category like programming and tech and leave the slug as it is. And next click on add category. Let's create a subcategory. This time let's create a website builder. And this will be a parent of programming and tech. Click on add category. So you can see this is a child and this is a parent. So I'm going to quickly create few subcategories for programming and tech. Alright guys, so you can see I have created a few subcategories. These are the childs and this is the parent. Okay, when someone open the programming and tech, these categories listing will also appear on the listing page. Okay. So once you create the category, let's go to the attributes. So guys, this is the amazing part of this video. This is called attribute. I've used many listing themes, but I've never seen this kind of feature in any of them. So that's why I love this theme. The good thing about this, as you know, this is a free theme. You don't have to pay anything. With this feature, you can create different types of attribute for different types of categories. Okay, whether you are creating classified website, car directory website, traveling directory website, restaurant directory website, whatever it is, you can create literally any kind of attribute with this functionality. Let me show you how this system works. Right now, you can see these are the dummy attributes, okay? Like warranty, hourly rate, availability, condition, price, shipping, so on. You can create whatever type of attribute you want. You are not limited with the attribute. To create an attribute, click on add new. So guys, here you can see we have three options. We have editing, search, and display. If you're still confused a little bit, don't worry, just watch what I'm doing here. You will easily learn how the system works. Okay, first we have the title. I'm gonna call it price range. And then under the editing section, I'm gonna allow front-end editing, and the field name would be price range. Field type would be select. As soon as you select the field type, new option will appear. Allow multiple selection. Maximum sections optional. Do not check this. And next, click on publish. Maybe I think name shouldn't be the same. And then click on publish. Okay. Now scroll down under the search field. Check this option, display in a filter form. This would be display as a sorting option. Field type would be the same. Select and allow multiple selection. Under the display, select the icon. I'm going to randomly select this icon. Scroll up and I'm going to assign this attribute with the furniture. And finally, click on update. Okay, let's click on attributes. Let's edit the attribute. And now click on this edit option. Here, I'm going to add few sub attribute for this price range. For example, $1 to $5. Click on add option. $10 to $15. Click on add option. So I'm going to quickly add price range over here. So as you can see, I've added the price range over here really quick. Let's go to attributes. And now let's visit a site. Let's go to the furniture category. And here you can see under the furniture category, we have this attribute price range. You can see your visitor can select the price range and click filter. And as soon they click on it, whatever listing goes under the furniture, that listing will appear. Right now, there is no listing under the furniture. Okay, so this is how you can create an attribute for this category. Okay, if you come back to this page and click on add new, and let's create another attribute for condition. Allow front-end editing. Field name would be condition. Field type, I'm gonna click on select and click on allow multiple selection. Next, scroll down under the search field, select display in filter form. Field type would be the same. Select, and finally, I'm gonna choose icon for the condition. I will go with this icon. Scroll up and I'm gonna assign this attribute with kids furniture. And finally, I'm gonna click on publish. As soon you click on publish, this option will appear. Edit options, click on that. And here I'm gonna create sub attribute for this attribute. Let's call it new. Click on add option. And next, I'm gonna create used and click on add option. Okay, so I have two sub attribute for this attribute. Okay, let's go back to the attributes. There you go. Let's come back to this field and select furniture and click on filter. Let's remove this one. Click on filter. You can see we haven't got that attribute unless we select kids furniture. Let's select kids furniture. Click on filter. And now you can see we have this option as well. Condition. New or used. Whatever type of attribute you want to create, you can create an attribute that way. Okay. This is a radio button and this is a select filter form. Okay. So as you know, with these attributes, your visitor or the user of the website can narrow down the listing on your website. This is the easiest and fastest way to filter or narrow down the listing from your website. Great. Let's close this one. And now let's go to the listing. Let's open any listing. Let's say this one, Apple MacBook Pro. Click on edit. Here you can see, let's uncheck this for sale. Let's go to the furniture and click on update. As soon you click on update, this option will appear. This attribute will appear. Select the price range. Let's go with $50 to $100 for this Apple MacBook Pro just for demonstration purposes. Click on update and this attribute will assign with this listing. Okay. Now we have created another attribute, 𝗃𝗂𝗁𝗃. Click on update. So as soon you select 𝗃𝗂𝗁𝗃 as well, what's going to happen? We got a new condition that we just created. New or used. Is this Apple MacBook Pro is a new condition, under a new condition, or used? Let's say used. Scroll up and click on update. And now visit your site, scroll down, go to listing section. Here you can see we have two listing. Go to furniture. You can see we got Apple MacBook Pro and we got the price range filter if we select furniture category. If you select 𝗃𝗂𝗁𝗃, click on filter, what's gonna happen? We got another attribute which is condition. If you select new, click on filter, this Apple MacBook will disappear because this listing only appear if you select used. Click filter and this Apple MacBook Pro listing will appear. Okay, so this is how the system works. Let's close this one. Let's go to the dashboard. Alright, so we are done with the attributes and categories. Now I'm going to show you how you can monetize your website so that you can earn money with listing website without spending any money at all. Okay, now let's take a look at how you can monetize your website and make money by creating a paid listing. In this paid listing, you're simply creating a packages for your website. When someone try to add a listing on your website with free package, for example, you have created different types of packages like free package, premium package, ultimate package, so on. When someone go with the free package, you can restrict listing. For example, the user with a free plan can add only one listing. The user with premium plan can add only 10 listing, and so on. In this way, you can make money with paid listing. Okay, how are you gonna create a packages on your website? Well, first of all, we have to install a plugin. Let's go to plugins and then click on add new and come over here and search for WooCommerce and install this plugin. Click on install now and then click on activate. Now click on skip setup store detail and then click on no thanks. Next, go to dashboard. So here, let's hover your mouse over WooCommerce and then click on settings. So guys, under the WooCommerce settings, you don't have to change anything, only just go to payments tab and in here just enable your payment gateway. You can enable PayPal, you can enable Google Pay, Apple Pay, UPI or any kind of payment method that you like. Just go ahead and enable that. If you want to know how to enable PayPal payment gateway, just watch my other video because I have already created a video for you guys. Just watch that video and enable PayPal payment gateway on your website. And so in this video, I'm not going to show you how to enable PayPal payment gateway. You can watch that video, enable PayPal payment gateway and come back once you're done with payment gateway and go to products, click on add new. So guys, here type your product name. I'm going to call it premium and below under the product data field, it should be sample product and make sure you select the virtual and then under the general tab, set the price. For the premium package, I would charge $50. Okay, you don't have to do anything and click on publish. And one important thing guys, I forget to mention that you can watch entire WooCommerce tutorial series. If you need any other information about WooCommerce, you will find that WooCommerce tutorial series down below of the video description where you can set up each and everything about WooCommerce. Okay, like you can change a currency, how you can add a shipping address, so on and so forth. You will find that video tutorial series down below of the video description as well. Anyways, now let's hover your mouse over listing, click on packages. So here, let's click on add new. We don't have any package yet. First, I'm going to create a free package. I'm going to call it free. Scroll down under the setting. I'm going to select listing limit 1. Listing expiration period should be nothing. I'm going to leave it blank. If you want to add listing expiry period, you can add over here. Okay. Featuring listing and recommendation. I'm not going to enable this right now. I'll show you what it means later on in this video. So stick around and just scroll up and click on publish. Let's create another package. Click on add new. This time I'm going to call it premium. Scroll down under the settings, WooCommerce product, select premium. Listing limit would be 10. Listing expiry period, I'm going to leave it blank. Scroll up, click on publish. Okay, once you do it, let's visit your site. And now copy your website URL, and I'm going to open a private window, go to your website. So now we are in this website as a visitor. Okay, let's add a listing. Click on add listing button. Let's create an account, type your email, type your password, and click on register. Once you register on this website, go to category, select the category, kids furniture, select the image if you want. I'm going to select this image, add the title. You can add the location if you want. So here you can see this page can't be loaded to Google Map correctly just because we haven't set up Google Map. If you want to know how to set up Google Map, go to the description box of this video and watch my other video to find out how to set up a Google Map on your website properly. Okay, once you do it, let's go to budget range, condition, it would be used. You can add a description if you want, then click on submit listing. So guys, as soon you click on submit listing, these packages will appear. Here you can see we have free listing and we have premium listing, but we don't see any description about these packages. Let's go ahead and add some description about this package. To do it, let's go back to your dashboard. So guys, here you can add a description for this package. You can add as many features about this listing as you want. Okay, I'm gonna make it bold, or you can say adding to, something like that. Click on update. Let's go to the packages. Let's edit the free listing. We added the premium. Let's edit the free. Listing limit is 1. Make it bold, adding 2. Okay, let's click on update. Now go back to the packages page. Now refresh the page. Alright guys, so you can see we got the description. You can customize your packages description according to your requirement guys. I just randomly add this text over here to show you the things, how the system works. If someone go with free package, they will able to add a listing on your website. Okay, this listing is submitted but will be reviewed as soon as possible by the admin of the website. Let's try to add another listing. Click on add listing, select the category. This time go with real estate, select the image. I'm gonna select this one, give a title, add the location, select the price range, select the type, apartment, square feet, and then click on submit listing, and then add the description and click on submit listing. As soon you do it, you won't be able to add a listing because limit is exceeded. The only choice you're left with to buy this premium package if you want to add another listing on this website. Okay, when you click on the buy package, and your customer or your visitor will be redirected to the billing page, and here they have to pay this amount. Right now we haven't set up any payment gateway. In order to set up payment gateway like a PayPal, just go to the description box of this video and set up the payment gateway of your choice. Alright, so let's close this tab. Let's go to the dashboard. I'm gonna close this one as well. So now you learn how to monetize your website with paid listing by creating some packages. You can create as many packages as you want. Okay, let's move with the next part of this video. Alright guys, so now I'm going to show you how you can monetize your website with featured listing. Featured listing means when someone visits on your site and they ask the admin to feature their listing on the front page of your website. By doing so, admin will charge some amount with the user to add a feature listing of that person. Let me show you how you can create a feature listing. First of all, we have to create a product. Let's hover your mouse over products and click on add new and type the product name. I'm going to call it featured listing 10 days, and then scroll down. Under the product data, sample product should be selected, virtual should be checked, and set the price. Regular price would be $60, and then click on publish, and we are good here. Let's visit your site, and here you can see these are the recent listing. Okay, so guys, when you see this type of star over the listing, that means this is a featured listing. Okay, this person, the owner of this listing, has paid some money to the admin of the website to make their listing featured. Okay, so now let me show you how your visitor can pay you for this type of featured listing. I'm going to open a private window and go to your website. So guys, now you are a visitor of this website or the user of the website, not admin. Okay, here first of all click on sign in and let's create a new account, and now type your email and password and click on register. Okay, once you register on this website, let's add a listing. Click on add listing, select the category, go with kids furniture, select the image, give a title, add a location, set the price range, select the condition, add the description, finally click on submit listing. So here, as you know, your visitor or the user of your website has to select one of the package. Let's go with free package. Okay, so you can see listing has been submitted. So let's click on this username. So here you can see the listing is pending. Let's approve the listing. Let's go back to your WordPress dashboard. Let's go to the listing, click on listing. So you can see this is the pending listing that we just created. Click on edit and finally click on publish. So now listing is published, or you can say the listing is approved by the admin. If you click over here under the listing, you can see this listing is published. Let's go back to that private window. Let's refresh the page. So here you can see this listing is now published. Next thing you have to do, let's go back to your WordPress dashboard. Now go to HivePress and click on settings. Now scroll down. So here under the featuring, we have the WooCommerce product. Let's select the WooCommerce product, featured listing 10 days, and featured expiry period will be 10 days. Okay, and then click on save changes. As soon you do it, you will see a new option alongside the listing of the user. Let me show you what I mean by that. So let's go back to that private window and now refresh the page and look at here. So guys, as you can see, we got this star. So here the user has an option to make this listing featured. To do it, the user have to click on this star button and the user will be redirected to the checkout page. Here they have to fill the billing information, the payment information, and they have to pay the $60 in order to make the listing featured. So this is the another way to make money with your listing website and monetize your website with featured listing. Okay, let's close this out. I'm going to close this one as well. Let's go to the dashboard and now let's move with the next part of this video. In this part, I'm going to show you guys how you can monetize your website and make money with claim listing. To do it, let's create a product. Hover your mouse over product, click on add new. I'm going to call it verified. And under the product data, sample product should be selected. Check the virtual box and set the price range $100 and finally click on publish. And now let's hover your mouse over HivePress and click on settings. Go to claims tab. Under the submission, we have WooCommerce product. Select the WooCommerce product that we just created, which is verified. You can check this option, manually approve any new claims. Once you do it, click on save changes. If you do not know what is claim listing, well, in this type of listing, the user who add a listing on your website, if he or she wants to verify the listing, they have to pay some amount to admin in order to verify their listing. Once the listing will verified, they will get a verification badge alongside listing. Okay, to get the verification badge, they have to pay some money. So let me show you how. Let's go to listing and click on claims. So here you can see we don't have any claims yet. To get a claim listing from a visitor or the lister of your website, let's hover your mouse over here and visit site. So guys, here select any listing that you want. You can see we have this claim listing button. Click on claim listing, and here if other person wants to claim this listing, like they can say this is my listing, someone took my listing or took my product on your website, they have to provide some proof to the admin of the website about this listing, and then they can claim for $100. Okay, when they click on $100, they will be redirected to the checkout page. As you can see in here, they have to pay $100 to claim this listing. Once they pay $100, that person will be the owner of the listing and that person will get the verification badge as well. Okay, let me show you how. Let's go to the listing. Let's add this listing. But before that, let's look at the listing first. So here you can see we don't see any kind of verification badge here. Let's add the listing. Scroll down. You can see we got this checkbox verified. Mark this listing as a verified. As soon you do it, click on update and come back to this page and refresh it. So here you can see we got the verification badge. So this is how the system works. Okay. Another thing you can do it, add this listing under favorites. You can move from favorites. If you add this listing to the favorites, go to your username and under the favorites, you can see you got the favorite listing. Okay, so this is how the lister or the user of the website can add any listing under favorites. Let's open the listing, and you can see we got the another option, write a review. Your visitor can submit a rating on this listing, or anyone can submit a rating for any listing. Click on submit review. Your review has been submitted. Close it. And another important feature, guys, anyone can send a message to this user who submit this listing. Under the message you can type whatever you like, and here you can attach any file if you like. Once you're done with these two things, click on send message. The message will be sent to that person. Okay, let's click on listing that, go to messages, and here you can see we got a new message. We got the review and we got the message from that person. Under the message, click over here and you can see we got the message from that person. You can reply to their messages just by typing anything and click on send message, and that person also can view your messages just like it. Okay, alright guys, so this is how you can make money by adding claim listing, paid listing, and featured listing on your website. Let's move to the next part of this video. Okay, now let's look at the vendor section of this website. Vendor means the user who visit on your website and create an account on your website and who add a listing on your website, that known as a vendor. It could be anyone. Okay, let's have you mouse over vendors and click on vendors. So here you can see we got 3 vendors on our website. This is a basically dummy website, and I have created this website for tutorial purposes, and we got 3 vendors over here. You can remove these vendors by clicking on the trash button, or you can edit any vendor. You can make this vendor verify if you want, or you can unverify it. Right side you can see the vendor image. You can add a category for the vendor if you want. Right now we don't have any category for this vendor. By creating or add this vendor to any category, your visitor can narrow down the listing by going through these vendors category as well. Okay, so this is very useful option to create a category for the vendor. Okay, let's add a category. For example, let's say furniture. Click on add category, or you can create a parent category if you want. Just for demonstration purposes, I've added this vendor to the furniture category. Okay, let's go to the categories. So here you can see I have only one category that we just created. You can create as many categories as you want, but right now I'm fine with one category. Let's go to the attributes. Again, you can create attributes for this vendor as well. Let's click on add new. You can give a title, let's say hourly rate, and under the editing section, allow front-end editing. Field name, hourly rate. Field type would be select. Description will be blanked, and finally click on publish. Once you click on publish, edit option will be appear. Click on edit option. Here I'm gonna type something like $200. Click on add option. Let's go to attributes. So I have only one attribute for this vendor, or you can create another attribute like working hour, specialize, so on and so forth. Once you create attribute, let's go to the HivePress and click on settings. Let's go to the vendors tab. Here you have to select the vendor page. Right now we don't have vendor page over here. Let's create a vendor page by going to the pages. Click on add new. Let's open this add new in a new page. Here I'm going to give a title. I'm going to call it vendor, and then click on publish. Hit publish once again, and let's close this out. Come back to this page, refresh the page, and now select the vendor page that we just created. Vendors per page. How many vendors you want to display per page? 10. That's enough. Display name, username. That's great. Search, display, fields, keywords. Absolutely fine. Rest of the things are good here. Finally click on save changes. And let's go to the vendors page. Let's visit your site. After your domain name, type slash and type vendor and press enter. So here you can see we have 3 vendors on the vendor page. If you select furniture, click filter, we got no vendor over here. Why? Let's come back here. Let's go to the vendors, click on all vendors. Let's edit this vendor. Let's add this vendor to furniture category. Click on update. Let's come back to this page, click on filter. And now you can see we got this vendor, or you can see the lister or the user of your website. But the only thing we don't get over here, which is attribute. We have created attribute for this vendor, which is hourly rate. Why we are not seeing that? Well, let's come back to this page and let's go to the attributes under the vendor section. let's edit this hourly rate. Click on edit, go to the search field and filterable should be checked, display in the filter form, and the field type should be select. That's great. And scroll down under the display, let's select the icon. I'm going to randomly choose this icon, scroll up and add this attribute under the furniture category as well, and click on update and come back here, refresh the page, and you can see we got this hourly rate for this vendor, which is $200. Click on filter and this person will gone. Why? Let's come back to this page, go to vendors, edit the vendor, scroll down, and here you can see this hourly rate is unchecked for this vendor. Make sure to check this and click on update. And now come back to this page, refresh it. You can see when you select hourly rate $200, that vendor will appear. So this is how you can create a vendor page for your website. Okay, let's close this out. Let's go to the dashboard. Alright guys, so now I'm going to show you how you can customize your WordPress website or listing website so that it looks unique and professional. If you visit your site right now, it is exactly like a demo website, as you can see. So let's make it unique and professional. To do it, first of all, we are going to look at how to edit this logo. Let's click on customize, go to site identity. So here, let's change this logo with your own logo, or you can click on this pencil icon. It will take you to the editing section. Let's click on change logo. Let's click on upload file. Here, just drag and drop your logo file, or you can click on select file. I'm going to upload this logo. Click on open and then click on select. I'm going to click on skip cropping. There you go. And change the tagline as well. You can add a copyright notice if you want. I'm going to leave it as it is. Below you can see we have the site icon. Click on select site icon. Click on upload file. Click on select file. I'm going to upload this icon. Click open and then click on select. Click on skip cropping. If you want to know the image size, you can see over here. And if you want to know the logo image size, let me show you. This is the logo image size. You can see. Okay. If you want to know how to create a logo for your website, even you are not a designer, just watch my other video. You will find out how to create a free logo within 5 minutes or 10 minutes. You will find that video link in the down below of the video description, or you can click somewhere around here to watch that video. So guys, we uploaded the logo and the favicon icon. Once you're happy with your changes, don't forget to click on publish. Let's go back here. Next, we have the color, which is very important guys. I have created this logo with the same color code. Okay, so I'm going to copy the code. Let's go to primary color. I'm going to delete that one and I'm going to paste the same green color code. As you can see, this icon has changed to that same color. Okay, so this is very important guys. Make your website unique with the color code. Once you're happy with your changes, don't forget to click on publish. Let's go back. Next, we have the header image. So guys, this is the header image. You can change this header image if you want. Let's click on add new image. I'm going to click on upload file, select file. I'm going to select this one. Let's click open, click on select and crop, click on crop image. And here you can see we got the image over here. So this way you can insert any image you want. Once you're happy with your changes, don't forget to click on publish. Let's close this out. Now let me show you how you can customize this menu. Let's go to the customization once again. Let's go to the menu. Let's go to the header. So here you can see we have the home, listing and pages, which is drop down menu. As you can see, in order to create this type of drop down menu, just drag any item below any item. This way you can create a drop down menu. Okay, let's add another item. Click on add item. Let's go to the pages and add a vendor page. Okay, we have added the vendor page, or you can add anything over here into this menu. Once you're happy with your changes, don't forget to click on publish. Let's go back. We have the footer menu. If you scroll down, you can see we have the terms of use and privacy policy. Right now, these are the sample privacy policy and terms of use page. You can create your own terms of use page and come back to this page and click on add item and go to pages section, this pages section, and add your own terms of use page and privacy policy page. Once you're happy with your changes, don't forget to click on publish. Let's go to the listing. So under the listing, you can see we have only 3 items: real estate, services, and for sale. You can add more item by clicking on add items button. Here you can add any item that you want. You can go to the categories. These are the post categories. You can go to product. Any category of your choice you can add over here. Like kids category, you can see we added the kids category over here. Once you're happy with your changes, don't forget to click on publish. Let's go back here. Next we have this social. Next we have this social menu. You can customize this menu if you want. Here we have Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. You can add as many items as you want. Here, if you expand that by clicking over here, you can give a title, which is Facebook. Next, you have to add your Facebook page URL over here. Right now, there is no Facebook URL. You can type something like facebook.com/runnersvfx. This is my Facebook page URL. You can add your, okay. In the same way, you can add LinkedIn, your Instagram, Twitter. Let me show you how. Click on add item button and then click on custom links. Here, let's call it Instagram, and then type hash over here and then click on add to menu. And here you can see we have the Instagram. If you expand that, now you have option to add your Instagram URL. Let's add that. This is my Instagram page. Okay, once you're happy with your social media handles, click on publish, go back. Okay, if you want to edit this section, what you can do, let's go back here, go to widgets, site footer. Here you can see we have this text here. Change this logo with your own logo. Let's delete this one and go to add media. In the media library, I'm going to select my logo and then click on insert into post. And there you go. Look at here. You got your logo. And if you want to change this text, highlight the text and start typing your own text. So this is how you can change this section. Again, let's collapse that. Let's expand the navigation menu listing. Here you can see we have this listing area. You can add a title, which is already there, listing. Select the menu. We have this listing menu. You can add different types of menu over here. Right now, this is a listing menu selected. Next, you have the category. We have the blog category selected over here. And these are the categories of the blog. Let me show you where you can find that. Let's go back here. Let's have you mouse over post and open the category in a new tab. And here you can see we have ideas, tips, trends, and uncategorized. These are the default categories of post category. You can delete them by checking this box. Go to bulk action drop down menu, select delete, click on apply, and these items will be deleted from your post category section. Right now, I'm not going to do it. This is just for demonstration purposes. Let's close this out and come back to this page. Let's go back here. So in the similar way, you can customize any widget on your website. Okay, let's go to the home page settings. Here you can see we have the static page selected. When the static page selected, that means you can add your own designed home page from the drop down menu. Okay, and your post page from here. By default, it's completely fine for me. You can design your own home page and then come back to this page and select your home page from here. Right now, this is my home page, which is completely fine. Once you're happy with your changes, don't forget to click on publish. Let's go back here. Next, we have the font. Here you can see we have the heading fonts, body fonts. You can choose any font of your choice from this list. Okay, this is a huge list, guys. You can choose any font of your choice. So I'm happy with these fonts. The WooCommerce, you don't have to change anything over here. Let's come back. Additional CSS, do not mess with this section unless you know the coding. Okay, let's go back here. All right, guys. So we are finished with this section and this section here. Or you can say in the footer section, we have completed the footer section and we have completed the header section. Okay, let's close this out. So now let me show you how you can change this text and this text. Okay, and other things that you can customize on your website. But before that, I like to change this background image. This looks boring. Okay, let's go to customize once again. Header image, add new image, click on upload file. I'm going to drag and drop the image over here. I'm going to drag and drop this image over here. Okay, then click on select and crop. Click on skip cropping. So remember, this should be the size of your image, 1600 by 800. Once you're happy with your changes, click on publish and then close it out. Now it's time to change the text. Click on edit page. So guys, here, this is the text that you can change. Highlight the text and start typing your own text. And of course, you can change your font color as well. Highlight the text, come over here under the color section, click on text, select the text color and click anywhere and your font color will be changed. In the same way, you can change this text, you can change your text color, you can change the size of the text. Let's click on update. Once you're happy with your changes, let's view the page by clicking over here. And now you can see we got this color code that looks professional. So it looks like this is a real and professional and unique website. Amazing, right? Now let's change few things over here and there. Okay, how you can do it? Let's go back to that page, click on edit page. And so guys, here you can see we have this listing search form. When you click on it, you will see what this section means. This is a listing search form. If you click over here, you can see this block is a listing category. If you scroll down, you can see this is a listing section. This is a listing blog. Keep scrolling down and we are finished here. And now let's take a look at how you can add this type of section on your website. Let's click on this plus icon. And here you can see we have two tabs, blocks and patron. Let's go to the blocks tab. Here we have different types of blocks area. We have text block. In these text blocks, we have different types of block. We have media, we have design, widgets, theme, and embedded. If you keep scrolling down, you can see we have the HivePress blocks. So guys, here, let's add a listing packages. Click over here, click and drag and drop this listing package. There you go. So guys, as you can see, we just added this listing packages just by dragging and dropping this listing packages or this block from HivePress. You can add as many columns as you want, but right now we have only 2 packages, so there is no need to add 3 columns. Okay, you can set it to 2. Great. Number of items, let's change the number to 2 because we have only 2 packages. Great. In the same way, you can add as many items as you want by clicking on the plus icon. Here you can go to the HivePress section. Let's add this user login form. Great. If you do not like this form to appear on your home page, just click on this form and then click on this 3 dot, scroll down and you will see this remove user login form, and that form will be disappear from your page. Great. So guys, this is the Gutenberg editor. Very straightforward. Just play around with it and you will get familiar with this Gutenberg editor. Because this is just a drag and drop editor, guys. It'll take you a few minutes to understand this Gutenberg editor. And most important thing, guys, this listing Hive theme is a fully compatible with WordPress Gutenberg editor. You don't need to worry about anything. You can literally add any item on your home page or any page of your choice. Okay. Once you're happy with your changes, don't forget to click on update. It will keep your changes saved. Okay, let's click on view page. There you go. So guys, now you can see we have the packages and we have the categories, we have the recent listing and so on. So I'm going to remove this free packages from this page because it's not looking so good over here. So I'm going to remove it. Okay, let's click on update. Let's click on view page. So finally, we have created a top-notch, clean and professional looking listing website just with free resources. The only thing you have to do is you just have to buy a domain name and web hosting, and that's it. And the rest of the things are completely free. You got your free listing website. You can create exact same website for your client and make money with that way as well. I hope you enjoy my video. If you learned something from today's video, show some love to this video just by hitting the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this one. That being said, goodbye. Till then, see you next time.